Good evening, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today or this evening? What time is it? It's 7:05 at night. And I am in yet another location. Oh my God, I just got soaked outside, but I'll explain why after I show you the bag. So today's bag is kind of special because it is a local maker who has made this bag. And it is also kind of special because it's a hobo bag. I don't work well with hobo bags, but I love them. And this is huge. This is a massive hobo bag. Can you put, nah, you're not going to be able to get it crossbody. But, so it is dark blue. Whoop! Welcome to my makeshift world right now. It is dark blue. It is kind of that patch style. There is a pocket, like kind of a hidden pocket on either side, which is really cool. It's just really large. Let me try and remember. I think it is 11 inches here at the base and it's 14 inches here because this is actually kind of a side gusset. So from here to here, it's 14. Now, the special thing about this bag, if I can get the label. So inside, it is all raw leather. You know how I feel about raw leather. There is a zippered pocket on this side. There is a zippered pocket on this side. And here is the tag. And it is made by Paris Handbag Company in Waterford, Ontario. So, a couple of things about this company. I've carried their bags a few times, and it is very much in keeping with the kind of Canada daily driver, really nice quality, but we have actually got a few little links to Waterford. One, because Pius is from New Waterford in Nova Scotia, and two, because we actually have friends who live in Waterford. And Paris is a small community here in Ontario, Canada. So there is actually a street sign. I can't remember where it is. And whenever I hit it again, I will pull off to the side of the road and I will take a picture of it. Because it says London, however many kilometers, and Paris, however many kilometers. And if you took a picture of that sign, you would never know it was London, Ontario, Paris, Ontario. It is so cool. It's just so cool. So this bag is absolutely beautiful. It has a really nice big gusset on the bottom. There are a couple of little, I don't even know if you're going to be able to see them. Just a couple of little light spots. I could probably deal with those. I know I can deal with those. So they won't be there if this is the bag of your dreams. You never know. I just sold a gray hobo bag yesterday, I think, or I shipped it out yesterday. And if you are a hobo bag person, I mean, this is, look at the size of this thing. It's absolutely awesome. And that is today's bag. So I've changed locations. Oh, look at the state of me. I'm a mess. So we have started clearing out Pius's house because most of the furniture that he has in his place is never going to fit in my place. So we have started listing stuff and it is selling like that. So I just had, we've sold, this is second coffee table, or not the coffee table, TV stand, but I mean, I guess you could use it as a coffee table. So these people have been coming for like the last 2.5 hours. So I've been waiting to do my video, but I knew Murphy's Law, as soon as I started doing my video, they would show up. So anyway, they've just arrived, they've left. Ta-da! Here I am. So we set me up in the basement. As you know, I've done a number of videos from the basement, but my knees, you know, who wants to admit they're getting old? Who wants to admit that they can no longer do what they used to do? Up and down the stairs, as many times as I was making the trip, for whatever reason, was not working. So I schlepped everything back upstairs today. This is just ridiculous. I've got mousse on my hair and it's gotten wet. So now it's like Play-Doh. Anyway, so I'm in Pius calls it my walk-in closet. This is Pius's, look at all my shit on the bed. This is one of Pius's spare bedrooms. And we are getting ready to move out of this place. So it is a new year. I haven't spoken to you yet this week. It's been a crazy week so far. Horrible weather today. Leatherbag Lady weather report. Fog advisory. Pouring rain. Not particularly cold. I've got the biggest zit I've had since I was like 14. And it just is what it is. And you know what that is? It's all the chocolate and all the crap that I ate over Christmas. Had a tough time today because Pius didn't start work until, I don't know, he left here at 11 o'clock. So we had the morning together. I worked out here in the basement. I got that in. But I was like just picking. I've had nuts. I've had Baby Bell cheese. I did have Pius, I'm sorry, but I had the last box of Swiss Chalet thingamajiggers. I don't know. I'm losing my shit. But anyways, I just had some dinner and I thought, you know what? I'm going to put this on the plate and they're going to show up. But thank goodness I actually got to finish my dinner. I took soup out. I made turkey rice soup and it was awesome, but it's still frozen. So from this morning, how does that happen? But anyway, I didn't bother. I just had some potato croquettes that we made for Thanksgiving that I froze, and some leftover turkey, and I made some gravy, and it was yummy. So anyway, that's been my day today. Haven't really been out and about. I went out briefly to Dollarama, and there were just so many dickheads on the road. I'm sorry, but the driving... So Hamilton has a kind of lower and an upper, we call it the mountain. I've talked about this before. It is by no means a mountain, but it is what we call the escarpment. So I've always lived below the escarpment and Pius's house is above the escarpment. And it is a different world up here. It just is. The nationalities are plentiful. And the driving capabilities are even more plentiful. And I said to Pius today, I said, you know what? Thank God I don't need to go anywhere because the weather's too bad for these idiots on the road. Like, oh my goodness me. Anyway, whatever. Enough of that. So this is going to be my new home for a little while because the steps, it's only maybe 3 or 4 steps up to this level as opposed to 10 or 12. Down to the basement. So there's boxes everywhere. There's paperwork everywhere. I've been trying to find my divorce papers. Pius found them like that. We thought he'd have a problem finding his papers. My paperwork has been in the same place for 12, 14 years. And then in March, I took the wall down in my living room and decided to clear everything out. Organize it, if you will. Now I don't know where shit is. And it's clearly giving me stress. So today, I did not go to my house today because I didn't think I could handle it. Because yesterday, I really don't know where else to look. The shed is the only other place. And I don't know why I would put it in the shed. But anyway, we'll keep looking. We are about ready to rip out the kitchen cabinets. Mom and Dad are getting a new kitchen. So we are taking their old cabinets and we will make do with what we can use. It's all happening and it's happening really quickly. So I think our kind of secondhand furniture that we are now passing on again is just the right price that everybody wants it. So, which is good. But the living room the table and chairs have gone. One coffee table and 2 side tables have gone. Now another table is gone. The 2 side tables are still here. Yeah, and I'm going to be starting to bring stuff from my house here just because we're here more than we're not. So I am not sitting in my house waiting for 4 hours for somebody to not show up. Welcome to Facebook Marketplace. If you are familiar with that gig, it sucks. But you know what? It's still a good platform to sell stuff on. So that is basically it. I haven't spoken to you since before the new year, so I hope you all had a good new year. We had a great time. We went to Rosie's. It was really not very busy at all, but that was fine. We ended up hanging out with Al, my friend. We went to another place prior where there was a great band. Service sucked. So we stayed for a little while, and then we ended up at Rosie's. Al went home, and Pius and I stayed until midnight. We were home like 1:30, quarter to 1. Mattress on the floor. Slept like crap. But hey, it is what it is. I haven't slept when we came back from Nova Scotia, July 5th or whatever, is when we started staying here. Pius had a roommate previously, and she moved out, and she wasn't happy that I was here. Who knew? I knew right away that there was a little something in her brain, but Pius was like, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, and I was like, yeah, no. This bitch has got issues or has designs on you, baby cakes, and boy, did she ever. So, anyway, we got rid of her, and I've been here ever since. So, been at my house maybe 2 nights since 5th of June, or 5th of July, rather. And it was weird to sleep in my own house. The noises, the furnace, everything. So gonna have to get used to all that again once we move in. But anyway, it is what it is. We're gonna be here for probably another 3 months. And then hopefully my house will be in a good enough shape to move in. The landlord of the house in front finally got back to me, and we went into that house. Oh my goodness. I have never seen such filth in my life. I kind of knew it was going to be disgusting. The mattress that the young lady in the basement, I can't even imagine she slept on it. I have a feeling that the dog slept on it. And the landlord's like, well, she had a kid. I'm like, there was no kid there. There's all these toys. They were for the dog. He's like, oh, okay. So we had a chat with him, like I said we wanted to. And we expressed our feelings about renting to people with dogs in the future. I have no problems with dogs. I love dogs. I've had many, many, many dogs. But walk your freaking dogs. There's been 5 years of dogs in that house that have never been walked. So that deck out the back is a health hazard. And that was another issue. We said, please remove that deck. It's never going to be like when that summer heat hits it, the smell. And we are planning on spending a lot of time outside. So he seems to be on board with a lot of it. So we'll see what happens. I said either remove the deck or find a product to seal it or something. But it is, I can't imagine the smell in that house. I can't even, like Pius had like itches for sneeze, like for days afterwards. It was so disgusting. And I said to the landlord, I said, is it worth it? And he was like, yeah, he's got 4 or 5 rental properties, but oh my goodness me. When I think of how perfectly clean Pius keeps this place, we both keep this place. He's a dream renter, but his landlord's not going to be very happy when he gives his notice. But hey, life moves on. We move on. And we are looking forward to the next stage in our coupledom. So anyway, that is it from me. Today's bag is Gorge. It's listed. And what's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, I got to go home tomorrow for a little bit. So I will probably talk to you from home tomorrow. It's a little easier. But if not, I'll be back in my walk-in closet. This is the armoire that we actually have that listed. It weighs a ton. So that is probably one of the deterrents. But anyway, hope you all had a great New Year. Everybody was safe. 15 minutes in, oh my goodness me, way too long. But anyway, everybody, Happy New Year, and I will talk to you hopefully tomorrow.